Good morning, good afternoon, Shabbos everybody. Parshas chukas or balak for those here in Israel, Chutzlarts, back in chukas. It's also milestone to those people finishing yevamos. The Gemara finished yesterday, daf yomi, so congratulations, those finished yevamos. Not a simple task. 121 blot later, not so simple. So the task was how to combine a Dvar Torah that has chukas and balak and yevamos. So not so easy, but I think I got something going on here. So a couple days ago, we had an interesting Gemara which talks about if someone testifies they saw the man fall into the lion's pit or falls into the pit of with snakes. So you see someone fall into the guy testifies, I saw that dude fall into the lion's den. So it's not so simple that the woman can go get remarried. Maybe she has to go be with the yevama, maybe the zibah, maybe the chalitza, as opposed to someone falling into where the snakes are. Then, someone testified, guy fell into where the snakes are. Oh, that dude he's dead. You don't have to see him dead. You know he's dead, and the woman can go remarry somebody else. What's the difference? So the difference, the Gemara says, is a lion will not kill someone unless they're hungry. So it's not an ansari, it's not definite that the guy's dead from the lion, as opposed to falling into where the snakes are. Snakes, whether they're hungry or not hungry, the snake's going to bite you. So that's kind of what the Gemara is talking about. So that's Gemara of yevamos. In chukas, we have the Maisa with the snakes. So the Jewish people complaining about the mun, and Hashem sends these snakes, and the people are getting bit and they're burning up, and Hashem says, Moshe, make asilcha saraf. Make for you the saraf, and Moshe makes the saraf nechoshas, the copper, fiery snake. And the Pri Tzaddik the first talk about what's the purpose of this. To look at the snake that is put on a stick, a copper snake. What's the healing of that? Well, what's the purpose of that? And the point that Pri Tzaddik says is that just to show people that's not the snake that really caused the initial sorrows to happen, the yisuros to happen. It's not the snake that kills. It's actually Hashem that sent the snake because there's some problem within you. And the people had a type of, or they're complaining about the mun. So there's this burning, this burning that takes place, and this killing that takes place. But Hashem sends a refuah through the snake, and the point is asay l'chasaraf, that each person should look at the snake on the stick, the copper snake, and think about the reason why this was sent. We know that a person wants tochacha because without tochacha, you're never really going to know what you did wrong. So Hashem here is a chesed. By sending the snake and to be healed by the snake, you're supposed to now think of what did I do that caused the snake. And we know that there's a few times actually that the people got punished through fire, through burning, whether it was Nadav and Abihu, whether it was Kiras HaTaiva, whether it was the 250 Kohanim that were burned, the 50 people that wanted to be Kohanim in Parashas Korach. And the point is this burning of this kidna, taiva, kavod, when you see the snake, it's supposed to kind of bring this tshuva and how to fix these things. This is the chesed that Hashem does, is that Hashem punishes us, unfortunately, in a way to fix what we did wrong. So that's kind of a tie-in to Parshas Chukas with the Nechash Nechoshas. In this week's Parsha, we have the lion. Really, the lion, this week's Parsha? What? Well, it's actually twice. There's two psukim where Balak compares the Jewish people to a lion. But first, the people are like a kilavi, and then like an ari. Kilavi is a female lion, and an ari is a male lion. So what's the difference? Why is Bilam poetic or something? Oh, you like a female lion. The person like female lion, they get up, but they're like a male lion. What's the difference here? So the Sefer Arbi Nachal, written by David Shlomo Abshitz, who is not related to my brother David Shlomo Axelrod. I actually asked him, and David Shlomo Eibschitz, no relation at all to my brother, which is, I asked, he said no. It's a very interesting piece. So we know that there's a pasuk in Mishlei, is Mefachei Tamid. A tzaddik is always afraid. Adam Mefachei Tamid. Always afraid. What does that mean even? Also, tzaddikim kekfir yiftach. A person like kfir should trust himself. Kfir, female line. Again, what's this difference? Line, female line, male line. And the Ari Nachal, Sefer Ari Nachal, is a person, even in their midos that they are really good in, whether it's no lashon hara, whether it's going to shul on time, whether it's learning Torah, whether it's esrog lulav, whatever it is, a person should never be at the point where they think they're 100% safe from the Yetzer Hara. The best midah you have, welcoming someone, learning Torah, Shabbos, whatever it is, a person should never think that they're 100% there. A person should be mefached just at least a little bit. That, you know what, I'm good at this midah, I still am not perfect. And when a person thinks that they're not perfect and they still need help, Hashem raises them. So they're coming from a lower level, a little bit of a weak level, to a stronger level. So the Shlomo Eibschitz says, when a person thinks themselves as a weaker version, Hashem will raise that person. And that's kind of what he's saying here. When a person is a little bit afraid, a person should never walk around that they're 100% certain of themselves. We know that was the Elam Achava. They had no sin, they had no Yetzer Hara, they had nothing really bad at all. And the Nachash was able to get to them and cause them to leave Gan Eden, cause death in the world. And this is someone who had no bad. Kal v'chomer, us, who even if we have great midos, there's always a chance that we can kind of, unfortunately, do bad things. There's always a chance we're going to say lashon hara. There's always a chance that we're going to talk in shul. Always a chance we're not going to do the right thing in the best medrash, or whatever the case is. So when a person thinks that, when a person kind of says, you know what, I have great midos, but I'm not perfect, I still have a little bit to gain, and I'm always on the lookout to kind of guard against the Yetzer Hara, that's when Hashem will raise that person, which actually has a little bit of the snake as well. A couple months ago, I was jogging in Oragonuz, and there's a fence that kind of separates the animals from the yishuv, I guess, and it's a chain get fence. There was and as I'm jogging, something on the floor, it was a snake. And I'm like, oh. So I tried to get my camera, get a picture of it, just already slithered away. And you know what, even though there was a fence, even though there was a gate there, the snake got through. So it keeps out sheep, cows, dogs, I guess. But snakes can always get their way through. And this is kind of the piece, that even if you are sure of yourself, like an Ari, be careful, because the Yetzer Hara can always find their way in. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbos.